Andi Purewal for ID Boxing. I'm joined by ring legend Roy Jones Jr. As always, it's a pleasure, Roy. Get to do it in person instead of over Zoom as well now. How are you finding life back over here in the UK?
I always living in the UK. UK has boxing fans. Anywhere that has boxing fans, they got me.
That's good to hear, and I'm glad to see you back over here. Obviously, we're getting ready for Saturday night. Your man, Eubank Jr, fights a man who just walked behind us, Liam Smith. I saw some interesting comments from you, Roy, where you said you don't prepare Eubank Jr for a Liam Smith. You're preparing for a Canelo, a Golovkin. Can you elaborate on that?
When I say that, that's no knock on Liam. I'm just saying I think Eubank already knew that the old Eubank is probably who's going to fight Liam Smith. I don't think I'm going to beat the new and improved unless Liam comes out and starts boxing. Then he'll use the what I've taught him. But I don't think he really need what I taught him to fight Liam. I think him and Liam going to have more of a in-country war. You understand me? An inter-country war means they're not trying to figure out who the better boxer. They're trying to figure out who the better fighter is. Because they both fight for rights of the UK, who fight for their home turf. You understand me? So I don't think I was necessarily needed for that. So that's not to take that away from Liam, but I don't think I'm needed for that. Even the boxer I teach him, he ain't going to use it. They're going to fight. So, you know what I mean? So it's like I just don't see him using the things that I teach. Much of the things I teach him, he will use some because he gonna be able to not use some of it. But I don't think that's what he bought me for.
That's interesting, Roy. Then, so you expected to be a bit more of a standoff or a trade-off at points throughout this fight than what you would have expected to see from Junior since you started working together.
Yeah, I think this is just the style of guy. If you're bigger than the guy, you don't need to necessarily box him. You should go ahead and fight him. You're bigger than him anyway. What we boxing for? But if you want to box, Chris can, and that's why I keep sharpening his tools in case Liam might come out and say I want to make it a boxing match. Well, if Chris ready for that, because that's what we do every day. You understand me? But the old him, I don't have to work on because he know how to do that.
Roy, Liam's obviously achieved a great deal in his own career, and he's coming up with more experience. What are you most wary of when you see Liam Smith?
Just his durability. He's very durable. He's a very smart guy. He's very game. He's going to fight to the finish, and you got to learn that about him. Like I said the other day, I have nothing but the most respect for his whole family because they all been fighting their behinds off a long time. They're part of why we know about UK boxers because of the Smith brothers. You know, they've done so much. So I have nothing bad to say about Liam. Liam is a very good fighter. He's very solid at what he does. You know what I mean? It's just we got to see what happens.
Roy, from your time working with Eubank Jr. now, what does he want to achieve in his career? Is it world titles or is it just those big money fights?
He won't world title, but he's a special kind of guy. You know what I mean? He's different. He's the kind of guy that, like, it's the difference between LeBron James and every other player in the NBA. You understand me? It's different between, besides a player like the Greek Freak and Kevin Durant. In boxing with his heart and his willpower, he on that level. And people don't want to give it to him because he was just a fighter at first, but now that he's learning how to box, he's going to be on that level because he has everything else to put you on that level. He just didn't have necessarily the boxing technique, but now he has that too.
Roy, we mentioned the likes of Canelo and Golovkin at the beginning of this interview. Under your stewardship, do you believe that one of those fights could be made? And if so, how does he fare against either of them?
I think he beats Golovkin now. I think he beat both of them, to be honest with you. It's just going to be a little bit more difficult fighting Canelo because he's younger. But Golovkin, I think he beats right now because Golovkin is strong still, but I think he slowed down a few notches. And Chris is very durable, and Chris is in his prime. So it's like a A fighter in his prime and an A fighter past his prime. The A fighter in his prime probably going to win. And that's what I see. Canelo is a little bit different, but I think he beats Canelo too if he shows the dedication he's been showing, yes.
Well, one thing I'm interested to know is I asked you over Zoom about the infamous body shot which apparently hurt Eubank Jr. in sparring previously with Liam Smith. Since then, Joe Gallagher, Liam's former trainer, come out saying that he took the shot. He didn't drop to the floor, but he whinged about it. It was the word that was put out. Has Eubank ever said anything about that sparring to you? For
what? A, it was just sparring. B, anybody can catch you with a good shot every now and then in sparring, as long as it don't happen in a fight. So what happened in sparring, and I'm not going to pay you for what you did then. You get paid for what go on Saturday night. So can you do it Saturday night is what's important to me. The rest of it I can care less about.
Just a couple more from me before I let you go. We mentioned Canelo as well. Looks like he's potentially going to face John Ryder in May, and then John Ryder.
Okay.
Do you know much about John?
No.
we will move forwards, then. Just away from John, Canelo Bivol, the rematch in September. Super middleweight's been spoken about instead of light heavyweight now. Do you fancy him more so at his more natural weight?
No. That's Bivol natural weight too. So.
When we did our interview over Zoom, you also said that if there's one person in boxing you would like to have faced now, it is Dmitry Bivol. How would you have fought Dmitry?
It's been very difficult because we both have good feet, we both have good hands. I think my hands are a little bit better than his, but I would have made him use his feet and took him to the late rounds. And I would definitely attacked a lot of different things than Canelo attacked on him. So it would be a different fight. But I have the same foot game he got, a better version of it. So I got a better foot game, And our hand game, I mean, he has a really good foot game, dude. So our foot game probably was equal, but my hand game I think was a little bit quicker. So it's been a good fight.
It certainly would have been. And final one, there was a lot of talk previously about you and Anthony Joshua potentially teaming up. It seems as though he has teamed up with Derrick James out in the States. Your thoughts on that move?
I think it's a great move. Derrick James is a great fighter, a great trainer. Has a lot of good pressure fighters, which is something that Usyk probably needs more. So I think it's a great pickup for him.
Did you have any further conversations with Anthony before he made that decision?
No, I just texted him before he did it and told him that I thought it was a great idea for him to go ahead and go with Derrick James because if you feel comfortable. Don't keep looking around. If you feel comfortable, go where you're comfortable at. I just want somewhere where you're comfortable. If you're comfortable, you're good. If you're comfortable with Derrick, don't even bother coming to my gym. Go ahead and do what you're going to do with Derrick because you just need to be comfortable so you can learn. If you're comfortable and you feel you can learn, go.
Roy, final one, prediction for Saturday night?
It's going to be a very good fight. I look forward to it, but I think Chris is going to beat him.
Points or stop?
I know Chris is going to win. I don't know how he's going to win, but I know he's going to win.
Roy, thank you.
Thank you.